Hi, thank you for tuning in to Melissa's Musings. First of all, for the beginning of 2021, I want to express a little gratitude. Firstly, for a little sanity at the top of our political food chain. Secondly, for the vaccine arriving. I haven't gotten mine yet, but I know I'm going to, and I'm very hopeful. And thirdly, for the return of personal space. They're calling it something different now, but now it's okay for me to ask somebody to please back up a little bit. I'm grateful for that. But we have other things to be grateful for here, and that's real estate. The New York market is on its way back. And the market is now being called a neutral market in Manhattan. I'm going to share some data with you because Manhattan has the most vertical housing of any of the 5 boroughs. And that's what's been hurt the most. So we're going to talk about vertical housing in Manhattan where I have good data. And I believe that all the boroughs follow suit. Brooklyn's already hot. Queens is a little slower, but it'll come back. But Manhattan is coming back. It's now called a neutral market. Previously, it was definitely a buyer's market. So if you're planning to buy and you haven't chosen yet, you better DM me so we can get going. I want to share first the market overall in Manhattan. This is all property types. That includes co-ops, condos, and townhouses. The new supply was 1,224, which is up 64% from the previous month. That's the reopening, okay? Contracts signed were 973, which is up 20% over the previous month. That's again a coming out of lockdown figure. Now let's look at the last week. This is when we really flipped from buyer's market to neutral market. The new supply is 306, which is up 10% from the previous week. Contracts signed is 242, which is up 37.5% from the previous week. That's a big jump. Okay, we're going to talk about co-ops now, because that's what we have the most of. I like them. I'm one of the few brokers out there who likes co-ops. The supply, 566 new co-ops came on the market last month. That's up 56%, almost 57% from the previous month. Contracts signed, 973. That's up 20% from the previous month. Looking at the 1 week figures, we have 147 new co-ops being put on the market, up only 7.3% from the previous week. Contracts signed, 242, which is up 37.5%, which is a big jump in a week. So we're seeing the market change. Don't miss it if you're a buyer. And if you're a seller, be optimistic. Now is your time. If you price correctly, if you don't get crazy with pricing, your apartment is going to sell. Talk to you next week.